Good morning. Welcome back to Daybreak, everyone. The temperatures this morning are a similar situation to yesterday. So you might have remembered temperatures in north central Montana were a little bit colder than the valleys. Right now it's 11 degrees in Helena, but 0 in Great Falls. So a big difference in the temperatures along the High Line and in some other spots across the state. Plus, the High Line also has some very extreme wind chills this morning in northeastern Montana, down in the 20s and even 30s below 0. So a very chilly start, as you can imagine. There is a wind chill warning, not an advisory, but a wind chill warning this morning for northeastern Montana. So wind chills could get down to as low as 35 below 0. It's already one spot at 32 below. So a chilly start for northeastern Montana, not quite as bad for some other spots in the state with the wind chill values, not quite as extreme this morning, but we are dealing with some snowfall that's moving through. So you can see this very widespread winter weather advisory. Almost everywhere in the state is included in this winter weather advisory because there's been a lot of snow moving through overnight, and that's continuing into this morning. So you can see that all kind of moving through. The last 18 hours have been pretty active in Montana. That snowfall moving through. There's kind of some wacky stuff going on with this satellite imagery here, but focusing on Montana, you can see that moving through, and you can also see it mirrored in the radar here. That's moisture moving into Montana, and it's continuing this morning. It has not moved out yet. There's still some pretty intense snowfall around Great Falls. The capital city waking up to some snowfall as well. It was a little snowier earlier on in the morning, but snowy on the roads nevertheless. Around Great Falls is a little more active here. Great Falls and the surrounding towns here getting some pretty strong snowfall at the moment. So it's an active weather morning. You're going to want to make sure to grab an extra cup of coffee this morning. Look alive when you're driving in this because it's pretty snowy out there. Now for the rest of the morning, this band of snowfall that's currently on Great Falls, it's going to continue to push northeast. So you can see that moving into other counties and towards the northeastern part of the state. But as that moves out, we're going to get this little bit of drier and warmer weather around the capital. It's going to get a lot warmer in the capital than it will in Great Falls. We're going to get that break from the snowfall though for the late morning, early afternoon time, but then there's a little bit more coming later. So this evening, more chances of some patchy snowfall, but not quite as intense as this morning. I'd say the strongest snowfall for the day is moving on out, moving away from us, still around Great Falls. It's snowing pretty heavily right now, but later on today will be less of a chance of snowfall. Now tomorrow is going to be another snowy day, but that's going to be concentrated in northwestern Montana along the Continental Divide and some of those areas on the Rocky Mountain front there, getting some of that stronger snowfall. And Great Falls will have a higher chance of some snowfall than Helena. So it's going to be a little heavier in the Electric City than in the capital city. Tomorrow, not quite as intense as this morning's snowfall, the snowfall that's moved through overnight last night into this morning. Sunday, still some clouds and snow sticking around, but the strongest snowfall really is happening at the moment. So the rest of the weekend should be a little bit clearer, and we are going to get some sunshine starting next week. So this is the snowfall totals until tonight, but I'd just like to point out that this does not include the snowfall that has already fallen. So not exactly going to be dry around Great Falls because it's snowing at the moment. So it doesn't take into account all the snow that's already fallen. So, you know, it's not perfect here, but we are going to see that snowfall really hitting northeastern Montana in the next couple of hours in the hills around the capital city, and for the Continental Divide, you can see lots of snow on the northern Rockies there, and then through the rest of the weekend, that's really going to be concentrated in the northern Rockies on the Continental Divide, where that snow is going to be kind of parked for Saturday and Sunday. So we really have a lot of winter weather going on here for the weekend. But beginning of next week, we're going to see some sunshine. Jacob and I are wearing yellow today because we're trying to put in those sunny vibes because it's been so cloudy here. Yesterday it was sunny for what, 2 or 3 hours, and then the snow came right back for us. So just have to get through this weekend, and if you're off on Monday, it'll be a nice sunny day, and then a couple days of sunshine for Tuesday and Wednesday. Really looking forward to that. It just helps with everyone's mood. Everyone's excited to see the sun.
It is nice.
You know, even though we're going to get more snowfall afterwards, we just got to take what we can get at this point.
I was just ignoring the big 0 for the high there too as well.
Oh yeah,
sun.
no,
like,
I don't look at the temperatures.
We'll
just
talk
the
about
sun.
that. All right, Katie, thanks.